What is forensic accounting? Forensic accounting and the work of a forensic accountant are predicated on the fact that ultimately the work you do may have to be presented to a judge, jury, or other trier of fact in a public forum. Collecting, analyzing, and evaluating evidential matter is at the heart of a forensic accountant's work. It is also important to distinguish the role of the forensic accountant from that of a traditional auditor, so there is no misunderstanding of your role with the client. A forensic accountant wears many hats, including being an identifier of issues, gathering information and documentation, analyzing people, and then reporting on their findings. There are many areas of financial disputes and investigations in which forensic accountants are typically involved. One of the key areas for a forensic accountant is in communication. It is crucial for a forensic accountant to communicate their findings both in writing and orally. These verbal communication skills are critical in a courtroom and will set the tone of examination. The forensic accountant must be seen as credible in front of a judge, jury, or other person determining the outcome of a particular matter. Another important facet for a forensic accountant is that of objectivity. Independence is key to be a credible expert witness. The forensic accountant must have an investigative mentality. Being a skeptic and being able to think for yourself, among other facets, are key to effective analysis. Forensic accountants also need to know the rules of evidence and have a clear understanding of how evidence is obtained, how it's preserved, how it's presented, and how your work itself becomes a part of the evidence. It is also important a forensic accountant consults with counsel to understand the appropriate case law underpinning the case on which they were working. There are many AICPA standards to which CPAs must adhere, but Rule 201 is fundamental for the credibility of the expert witness. So how does the typical case process work for the forensic accountant? It may start with a phone call, perhaps an interview, and then you need to get a clear understanding on both the legal and financial issues of your potential work. Getting documentation early as possible is key. Then analyzing the documents, assisting with and understanding the depositions of fact witnesses, continuing the analysis of information as it's received, putting economic models together, and ultimately discussing your findings with the client and then the potential of presenting your findings at either a deposition and/or trial, arbitration, mediation, or some other public forum.